Friendship as young boys tends to come fairly easy. We run, laugh, share, imagine, high five, and hug each other without restraint. But something shifts in our male bonding by adulthood. We might have a few casual connections, a few guys from work, the neighborhood, or perhaps our small group. And if we're lucky, we might still check in with some of our friends from high school and college from time to time. But it's rare for these relationships to go deep. We might have fun and talk shop, discuss current events together, but truly baring our naked souls to each other is not likely to happen. Intimacy becomes synonymous with romantic relationships and not friendships. And when emotional connection and affection remain foreign concepts in our friendships, this puts undue pressure on our relationships with women, often over sexualizing them and expecting them to bear the full weight of our emotional needs. Maturing our friendships calls for us to move from the mere casual connections and into the deeper waters of soul friends. Friendships are a necessary luxury to live life to the fullest. It's true we can live without them, but our lives are enriched in many ways when we invest in friendship. And this investment requires maturity. Maturity to move from stage one friendship into stage two. Stage one friendship is focused on our enjoyment. We're friends because of the joy we get out of being together, whether we're just hanging out, playing sports, hunting, or diving deep into our favorite topics of conversation. For many, this is the sole purpose of friendships, leaving our relationships to shift from one season to the next depending on our current focus and interest. Of course, our friendships are to be enjoyed. This is often what initially attracts us to each other and motivates us to pursue the relationship to begin with. At the same time, while seemingly rare, there's a second stage of friendship in which we're drawn to value and honor each other's souls. To be sure, there's still much enjoyment in the friendship, but now it goes deeper than merely having a good time together. We value the very essence of each other's being. At stage two, we don't like our friend simply because of the joy he brings us. Rather, we learn to value him for his own sake. We love him and promote his good, even when it costs us. Stage one friendship is immature and boyish in the sense it's focused on what we get from the relationship. And here we're not likely to endure tough conversations and hard seasons because it's simply not worth it. We don't have that much invested, and it's easy to simply move on to the next casual friendship. On the other hand, stage two friendship is not for the faint of heart. It requires a naked vulnerability, which can trigger anxiety in any relationship, and all the more with other men. Other men can see through our bravado and charm, and once we start dropping our mask, the fear of exposure can be overwhelming. We feel the shame of being called out as not enough. But in mature friendship, we're able to bare our naked souls to each other without shame. Our shortcomings are not overlooked, but they're cared for. And as iron sharpens iron, we strengthen and build each other up. Friendships go through seasons of change. The season of enjoyment comes before the season of deep value and esteem. Stage one before stage two. And the relationship often goes through a dark night, moving from one season to the next. A season in which everything seems to be up in the air, many questions and little certainty. Often a point of connection that previously brought us joy is no longer available. Perhaps personal interests have shifted, or maybe external circumstances have changed. Whatever the case, we must now dig deeper and determine if there's someone of value in the other we still want to hold on to, beyond our surface interest. The relationship starts to fade if we're not willing to do the work. And at other times, it becomes clear our friendship was just meant for a season, and we can bless and honor it as such. For those who make it through, can experience a deeper and sweeter friendship. But as with many things in life, these seasons are not once and done. Maturing friendships require us to go through many seasons of soul searching to forge deeper and stronger bonds.